Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bart.
I'm Gio.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Gina, and you guys are watching
AskTheFeels.
Today's question is from Just kidding.
So basically, I'm worried that I like my boyfriend way more than he likes me. We've been together for about 8 months now, and 2 months ago I told him that I loved him, and he still hasn't said it back. Also, he didn't do anything for my birthday last month, and then he got upset when I tried to make a big deal about it. When we talk about it, he says that he just doesn't show affection the same way I do, because it's how we were raised. I'm white and he's Asian, if that makes a difference.
If someone didn't do shit, personally, it's because I'm a fucking brat. If you don't do shit for my birthday, I will get fucking pissed. And that happened to me last year.
I'm actually going through a very similar situation where I'm dating a white girl, and I didn't grow up with a whole lot of affection and emotions and stuff. So certain things that I feel like Asians show love in a different way, where it's like we always make sure you're fed, but we don't really say things to make you feel good about yourself. We don't really go, oh, that's a great job, this, I love you, this and that. You know, the words of affirmation, I think Asians are really, they could come off really cold. But it also depends on the family too, because I know there's some Asian families that grew up with a lot of that stuff, but there are a lot of Asians that didn't.
And the type of Asian.
Most Asians did not grow up with a lot of
Because
love.
Korean people are like all about 사랑해요, you know?
No, not the Korean that I dated. He was like you.
They're more compared to the other Asians, but I think it's, in terms of like Western cultures, they're still like super premature.
If you look at Western culture, specifically white American culture versus Asians, it's such a it's like huge difference of expression. And I think, I mean, you even said it before, like dating Asian guys are more, you thought they were a lot more cold.
I can understand how you are, because that's the guy that I used to date, and I also noticed my dad does the same thing. He's never gonna be like, oh, I love you, this and that, but he'll do things to take care of you, and that's how they show love. But when it comes to birthdays, I feel like everyone's birthday is a special day. Like, it's common sense no matter where to celebrate like the day they were born.
It's not. For him, his birthday is not. He was raised where his birthday is not about him. It's about his parents.
So I was raised where when it's my birthday, I buy a present for my mom, and then I kneel in front of her and I bow to her however many times like my age is. So if I'm like 15, then I bow 15 times and thank you for bringing me into this world.
Wow.
I fucking hated my birthday.
Yeah, so for me, like all my birthdays, it was like a big to-do. Like, it wasn't like a huge party, but my mom went out of her way to show like, hey, I'm making this cake just for you. I'm gonna call all your brothers and sisters. We're all gonna get together. We're all gonna have dinner together. So it was like a big deal for me. So then when it came time to my birthday, the first year that we were together, like, for him it was like not a big deal, and I'm like, what do you mean it's not a big deal? Like, a birthday is like a celebration of your birth.
I think technically my mom found a loophole to have 2 Mother's Day a year.
And a birthday and a Christmas.
So I think that's what happened, but I think at least what happened was me and her had communication, so we had a kind of like a realistic expectation where I told her, like, for my birthday you don't have to do shit for me because I'm not used to that. So you really don't have to, and when it comes time around, if she doesn't do anything, like, there's no like negative backlash or whatever. But for her, if they'd never really communicated about that before, then they can only resort to assumption. And under most people's regular assumptions, you care about each other's birthday. But
I mean, in this particular case, I think she's trying to understand whether it's him making this shit up or is it an actual cultural thing. And I want to say, yes, it's actually a cultural thing. It's exactly what he says. If he says that he was raised this way and he doesn't know like the way to express it, then you gotta be the one to teach him how, instead of getting angry at him for not showing it and expressing it the way that you're used to feeling it. Because you can't get mad at someone for not knowing. And then it just creates this type of pressure that it's almost like it's like Asian parenting, where it's like they just want you to be fucking smart out of nowhere. It's like they try to beat the smart into you, and it's not gonna happen that way. It's the same thing. You can't be like, this is fucking common sense. You know, of course everyone's supposed to know birthdays are special, but then no, not necessarily. You gotta be like culturally sensitive, especially the way that he's raised up. You gotta observe his family. And is his family like cold? Is his family like not like your family? You gotta observe all of that, and then you'll figure out, oh, he's really telling the truth. Like, he doesn't know how to express any of this shit because he never experienced that. So if you want the relationship to get better and all of that, I highly suggest that you be the person that introduces this type of joy to him. And then he'll open up and he'll start learning how to express that with you.
Gotta teach him how to love.
Yep.
I wanna know what love is.
Else he's gonna be like, man, I don't know what the fuck I did wrong. What's the big deal?
You know what I just realized? In a lot of Western cultures, there's a lot of way to express love, like mi amor, mi corazón. I think in Asian languages, there is none of that stuff.
It is. Did you eat yet?
Exactly. Are you hungry?
That's it.
There's no
Hey,
like,
you did good. Let me buy you something.
Hope you guys liked that episode of Ask the Feels. If you guys have any burning questions about love or sex or just anything involving a relationship, go ahead and visit www.askthefeels.com. If you like this video, never forget to like the video. Also, don't ever miss an episode and subscribe. What are you waiting for? Just subscribe. If you guys would like to see the previous video, check it out.
I'm still a man.
He has been working on the perfect balance.
He's like, but should I do it? Cause that pussy's so good.
Don't break up with your girlfriend.
Why is it such a ultimatum? Like he either has to stay or break up.
Yeah, I mean, if she's not complaining, like, what's the issue?
Well, maybe she is complaining because he's not spending enough time, or he's not spending enough money as much, or they're not going out like they used to, and maybe she feels like, wait, maybe this isn't working out.
It's always going to be a compromise. You're always